Good day, everyone. We are so happy to connect with you every single day because we have wonderful celebrities and guests joining us from different parts of India and across the world. It's always a moment of joy when someone would love to share their time with you for the right reasons. And on the International Fabtalks, we've had several people joining us to share their expertise, to make you understand that life is really beautiful. They have undergone several ups and downs, and they have really faced every challenge in a very beautiful way. Several of them have even empowered one another. Now, we have a wonderful guest joining us all the way from a beautiful city called as Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. He is Professor B Ravishankar. He's a beautiful person having a beautiful mind. When I say beautiful, it is their heart, it is their mind, it is the way they deal with people, what they want from the other person, or what they want to give back to the society. That makes them extra special. And today we have an extra special person who's joining us to share his knowledge, his expertise, and to empower us in the right way. Join us, friends, to welcome our celebrity and guest. He is none other than Professor B Ravishankar. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session.
Hello.
Thank you so much, sir, for being here with us today. With your permission, I go ahead and share your profile and we begin the session.
Thank you very much. It's a wonderful opportunity. It's a wonderful day, and wishing you all good luck for this session and for many more sessions that Crystal has been doing. And she's making a big difference in the minds of people, particularly not just the viewers, to many who want to make a difference to people in this world through their experience and sharing their journey. Thank you very much for having me on your show, and looking forward to sharing my journey as well.
Thank you, sir, for being so polite and humble to accept the invitation to the International Fabtalks. Thank you so much. I go ahead and share your profile and we begin the session. Dear friends, as I earlier mentioned, we have with us Professor B Ravishankar, a person committed to the upliftment of himself and others around him. When you understand the importance of your life, you even want to make others understand the importance of their lives, if I get that right. Making you understand that you could really contribute in the right way to this universe. Sir has been a wonderful self-made entrepreneur. I love this word, self-made. And if at all you're going down in life or you're losing in different parts of whichever chosen field you are in, you have to rise up again like a phoenix. Sir has been on this beautiful journey of becoming a self-made entrepreneur, a great motivational speaker, a wonderful mentor, a great coach. He's qualified in several ways. He's completed his BCom, MBA, PGPSM, PGDM, if I get that right. And he's completed several diploma courses as well. He's happily married with a son and daughter. The son is a chartered accountant and his daughter is an Ayurvedic doctor. She's blessed with a baby boy. He has a very happy family atmosphere. At the same time, let's now concentrate on his career. He started off as a sales representative in Eureka Forbes in the year 1995. Let me go down back. In the year 1985.
85.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. He started off his beautiful career as a sales representative in the Eureka Forbes organization in November 1985, a pioneer in district sales. His aggressive skills and enthusiasm helped him create new records month after month. And he soon got promoted to be a supervisor, to supervise a team very soon, within 6 months. His excellent interpersonal communication and leadership skills got him national and international recognition, making him the youngest divisional head in 1990. That's so nice. He received several laurels and awards to his credit. When he went on to complete his MBA post-graduation in diploma in training and development on part-time, and at the same time putting or giving in 16 hours of hard work. In today's world, how many of us are able to give 16 hours of hard work? We all are very, cribbing all the time. Even it is an 8-hour job or maybe a 10-hour job, we still have a lot of complaints. But here is a person who has contributed per day 16 hours of hard work and has become successful today. So imagine living a nice high-paying job to start up your own dream and become an entrepreneur. That's really nice. He started his entrepreneurial journey in the year 1997, training, guiding, and inspiring the youngsters. His strength and ability was to identify the talents, to groom, to train, and to transform ordinary people, to bring out the extraordinary talent and make them perform at a higher level. That's really beautiful. He was also the course director of the Small Scale Service Institute, presently MSME, Government of India, former course coordinator in Live Loyola College, and former curriculum facilitator, USAB, University of Madras, former Entrepreneur Development Program Coordinator, JBAS College, formerly known as SIET College for Women. Till date, Sir has trained over 60,000 individuals across the world, directly in SMEs and corporates through IMET. That's really awesome, sir. He has also conducted several career counseling. This is the need of the hour, career counseling. Many of the youngsters are clueless as to what to do next once they complete their education, where to go, what are the skills required to be employed. Sir conducted several entrepreneurship workshops, lectures in leading academic institutions, universities, colleges, polytechnical colleges, and schools as well. He has touched the lives of more than 90,000 plus students in India and abroad. And he says the journey still continues. That's the spirit that we have to learn today from our celebrity and guest friends. He has traveled widely across the world and he loves to explore, experiment, discover, and is always willing to learn. He has this childlike creativity within him to innovate and has this intuitive nature. He wants to be among those people who are learners. And that is why he connects himself with all the children, the students. That's really nice. He wants to create a beautiful society of employment creators. Here is the beautiful hint that I would love all of you to catch. He would want people across the world to become employment creators rather than employment seekers. Very few of these people in the world have this kind of mindset, wanting to be employers than employees. That's really nice. He has been supporting several causes and institutions through Shanta Krishna Charitable Trust, named after his parents for the destitute, differently abled, old age, and the needy people as well. He is sought after for various reasons with regard to his mentorship, coaching, motivational speaking skills, career counseling, etc. Very popular on radio, AIR, that is All India Radio, Anna FM, television as well, Podugai TV, Sun TV, Raj TV, Win, and Jaya TV. He has recorded over 300 episodes for Anna FM. That's really very nice. He's been always trying to do his very best, giving his very best towards everybody. He has a mission statement. Let me put that right. He has a wonderful mission statement for all of us. Provide guidance, provide counseling to the youth, enable them to choose the right career, empower individuals when you meet them through training, through guidance, through mentorship, to excel in their chosen field and to bring out their hidden potential. Each one of us have some potential hidden within us. And people like Prof.B Ravishankar will tap it out in the right way. He's the managing trustee of Shanta Krishna Charitable Trust, providing healthcare and education, conciliation, mediation for the poor and needy. That's really wonderful. Sir says that he would love to continue his expertise with regard to psycho-profiling and career coaching for all the youth who are connected to developing themselves, choosing the right career, and to excel in their chosen field. He would love to stand there as a rock for all those children who would love to grow in the right way or find the right kind of mentor. So I would advise all the youngsters to be connected with Sir for the right reasons, to choose the right career and get the right career guidance. Now, Sir at present also owns a cafe, that is Brand Donut House. I repeat that again for all of us. He owns the Brand Donut House based in Chennai. That's really nice. It's delicious to know that Sir is connected to the Brand Donuts. I love sweets and I'm sure many of you would love. So we just visit this place once to taste all the beautifully prepared, tasty, delicious donuts. And it's located in Chennai. I wish they have, a franchisee outlet in different parts of India, maybe. That's really nice. So we'll get to know more about Sir's journey. It's really great to have a person like that, never-ending journey. That is, don't stop, continue. It could be a great takeaway for many senior citizens who feel that it's over for me. It's above every time you face any difficulty. How did you do all of this? I would like you to share it in your own words. Who is the real Professor B Ravishankar?
Thank you very much for the introduction. I still think I am on -10 on a rating scale of 1 to 10. I still have a long way to go. Yes, it looks impressive for somebody, but to me, when I look at myself in the mirror, I still think I have a long way to go. But every day is a new day. Every day is learning. The experience of sharing my journey. I'm very happy, and I hope it inspires some more people. I started, I was born in Chennai. My parents, both of them, were very, very supportive. Yes, being the first child, I was petted. And right from a very young age, somehow this winning habit has happened. Because when I was 5 months old, I believe my father took a photograph making me stand. Normally, children of, when they are 5 months old, so he made me just stand near one corner and took a photograph. Those days, there used to be a contest called Murphy Baby Contest. The why I'm saying this, from that stage, this winning has been a habit for me. He took a photograph, and that time he was living in a place called Gondia near Nagpur in Maharashtra. He was inspector of works in railways. So I was the first child, and he used to have a passion for photography. So it was a black and white photograph. I still have that photograph, and he actually sent that for this contest. You must be knowing there used to be a Murphy baby in photograph. In many of the advertisements, this baby would come. Now, whoever gets to win, they had a regional prize and they had a national prize. Actually, the baby photograph which is appearing on the Murphy baby, I won the runner-up, and the baby which is appearing, by chance, if for some reason the baby could not participate in ads, I would have been in the ad. So I still have that Murphy baby photograph in my house. And when I was 5 months old, so in November of 1985, the first winning happened, it seems. I don't even know because I was too young, but that photograph, they keep reminding me, you started from that age, a bubbly young kid, little overweight right from the childhood. So always petted and supported. As I grew along, I had many tough times. Yes, one of the things which I would like to share, which I have not done anywhere, but I think it's very important for people to think, automatically everybody wins, or it just happens through your star or DNA. It was not the case. When I was in 5th standard, I wrote the entrance exam. I think all of you know something called Sainik School. Sainik School is a school like children of defense go to that school. Once you finish your 10th and you go on to get into the defense through NDA or various other opportunities which happens in the school. Now, what happened is I wrote the exam, I got through, and I went to the test. They had a physical test. So all the various attributes of your height, weight, and various things were done. And then they made me sit in front of a map, and they asked me to identify. The map was India map, and it had different colors. I was just looking at it. To me, it didn't look any different. I couldn't identify. They asked me, what is this color? What is this color? What is this color? I could not. So then they said, you have a problem. You're colorblind. The moment I heard that, I was a little shocked. I couldn't believe. I was about 11, 12, 13 years old. I came out, and my dad was ex-AFOS. So he wanted me to join the Sainik School. And that was in Coimbatore those days. But unfortunately, I was not selected on medical reasons. They said he's not having, though he's academically cleared, he's not cleared his examination. So I did not go through. And that day I realized I was colorblind. Till today, I have this problem. It is not a major problem, but then, yes, a small setback in my first step of wanting to become something but could not become. Then life took a different turn. And of course, I started learning judo. I have represented Tamil Nadu. I have represented South India. I've even come up to the nationals. When I was at my young age, I used to play cricket as well. I played for 4th Division League. Those days in Tamil Nadu cricket, we had a team called Venkateshwara Cricket Club where I had played. And then, life went on. This is just the starting point. And then the first thing happened in my career in terms of job was in 1985. As you mentioned, actually, I had just completed my BCom. I was in the final year, in fact. And those days, there was one advertisement which came in the paper which said, "Do you have fire in the belly? We would offer you, an advertisement of SD Java." Those days, Bullet and Java used to be the big craze for young boys. And the photograph of SD was there. And it said you could start off as a salesperson. I didn't even tell my home. On the 16th of November 1985, I clearly remember it was a Saturday. I went to the interview without telling my parents. They didn't even know. They were thinking, I was just going around on a Saturday, what would you do? So I went with my friends, and then, some of them, they said, we can't wait so long. There was a big queue. The company said it's a Tata company looking for people who could do direct sales. Vacuum cleaners and water purifiers used to be, we were the first batch. In fact, I went for the interview. I waited for almost 3 hours. And then when I went in, they asked me a few questions. And then I said this. So they were saying, it's okay, you can complete your degree and then later come. If you want to join, you might have to join day after tomorrow. Are you prepared for that? I said, that's not a problem. I'm prepared. So I came back. They said, if you are selected, you will get a telegram. I did not even think that I will get selected. I just went, and on Sunday, I was out with my friends. We were going out like any other bachelor youngsters, teenagers would do those days. So at about in the afternoon, there was a telegram that has come, and my grandmother was there. So because being a Sunday, both my parents were taking rest. So she just went out and asked. The postman said telegram. Those days, telegram means some serious thing, somebody has died or some serious health issue for somebody or some other problem has happened. So she immediately, what she said, then what? Then that man has said, this is in the name of your Ravishankar. So she was more worried. Something happened to me. She thought, I was out and she didn't even realize that, it could be a job and all that. So she tore the telegram. You need to take one small knife. Those days, if you remember, the inland letter kind of a thing will come in telegram. So you will have to tear it, correctly. But she tore the telegram and she called out my mother and said, some telegram has come in the name of your son, Ravi Munna vandirukku. So she immediately rushed and saw, and she said, report at 10 a.m. on 18th, and at the bottom it says Eureka Forbes. So she didn't know. Those days there was no mobile, there was no way to connect with me and all that. I, as usual, went roaming around, came back home at about 4:35, and they said, there's a telegram. And then I said, this is what I've done. My mother started shouting. She said, who asked you to go for an interview, job and all that? My father said, relax, let him say what exactly he has to say. Because that way, I respect my dad. He said, let him, explain what happened and what is this all about. Then I told, this is the thing. So I said, they introduced like this. They had one group. So many people waited, and I just got this and I want to do. I said, what is wrong with you? Both myself and your dad are postgraduates, and why should you even start working at this age? You are hardly 20 years old. And, I'm saying 1985. I was born in 65, 19th June. So my mother was saying, you should not take up all this. I told my dad, no, I seriously want to do this. Let me give it a try. For some reason, see, you cannot discontinue your studies. I said, I will not discontinue my studies. I will go back, seek permission and do this. Either way, March exams are going to get over. So what is the problem? I'll finish. And they said, okay. That time it was heavy rains in Chennai. During November, December, it will be raining. So in fact, a lot of water was there. So what my dad said, okay, you take the bike and go for the thing. But for job, I would not want you to use this. Even though I had those days Bajaj M50, now it is called Bajaj M80, a moped, but a little, it's better than TVS 50 and all that. So that I went to for the training on 18th November 1985, changed my life forever. When I went for the job, I didn't even think that, this is going to be my career. I said, okay, let me just give it a try, something new. The ad was, if you have fire in the belly, you can earn in 4 figures. Those days, earning 5-figure salary is a big thing, So people will think, if you earn 10,000 rupees, you are some, major guy. And the ad was attractive. But when I went, it was the training. And in about a month, the first month, I broke the national record. We launched, in fact, AquaGuard water purifiers, which is a very popular brand today in Chennai. And of course, all over India, they had branches. It's a Tata company. Of course, now the company is sold to, it was part of Forbes Campbell, FFC. Now, of the company still exists, but another investor has taken over from Tata's. Now, this starting point was the first job I took. After that, but I told, my mother made it very clear, even if you're going to take up the job, one condition, you must do your post-graduation. There's no way that you can do just this graduation and get away with it. So the idea of doing higher education was always there. But while I was working and doing, yes, as you mentioned, in about 3 months, I became a group leader, 6 months supervisor. First year, ace of aces, the best supervisor in the country. And second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. So I took about 12 promotions in 7 years. So when I quit the job in Eureka Forbes, I was a divisional sales manager in a place called Hubli, taking care of whole of Karnataka, other than Bangalore city. So I've traveled to almost every town, district. So when I was in 1992, the day, the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi happened, I quit my job in the end of 92. And then, came back to Chennai because my parents were saying, by that time, they were always saying, because my sister had already got married. So they said, you're 27, you should get married. You can't be doing all this roaming around job. Come and take up a job in Chennai itself. That time I joined a company called Mercantile Credit Corporation, which was part of SPIC Group. It is the first credit card, the first NBFC to launch a credit card in India. Those days we had something called Diners Card, and another card was called Mercard. I was the regional manager. In fact, we were the first people to launch, even before Visa and Master came to India. These were 2 credit cards which were there in India. For people who were there in 92 who used to use credit cards would know. American Express was there, Mercard was there, Diners Card was there. Then we tied up, we were the first company to tie up because Citibank had just come to India and Citibank launched Visa and MasterCard. We launched MasterCard by tying up with MasterCard company. Mercard became listed as a public limited company. I was one of the people who was there when the public issue came and it was a big hit. Those days, the first NBFC to launch a credit card. Now credit card is, if somebody says credit card, they'll be joking. Was there anything? Banks were not issuing credit cards those days. Then, of course, nationalized bank came and, all the nationalized bank took up credit card business. And today it's a different thing altogether. So after that, I joined a company called Ready Money, where I was a vice president. In 95, I got married. 97, I quit my job just before my daughter was born. And I wanted to get into training. Those days, there was a company called National Institute of Sales. NIIT used to have a company called NIS, which was training people on sales and marketing. Now, sales and marketing had different, direct sales, retail sales, and marketing as well. So we started a training institute. And actually, I joined a small industry service institute where I was a faculty. I used to teach because they had this rather than industry experienced person they would like to have. Small Industry Service Institute is called MSME today. It is a micro, small and medium enterprise institute, which is part of Government of India. Even today, they train people, they skill people on various areas. Industrial training used to be the major focus. And sales training was something that we introduced in 1997, where I collaborated with them. Then with their support, we launched the first postgraduate diploma in sales and marketing, and which later on we tied up with University of Madras and Loyola College, where they had an institute called Loyola Institute of Vocational Education, where we used to do this 6 months program. People would get employed after they finished this program. So I ended up getting into the core area of the marketing experience which I had. I got into teaching people, and then, because I had parallelly studied and did various courses, including diploma in training and development, postgraduate diploma in marketing, postgraduate diploma in professional sales management, and of course, so all these things, fellowship in advanced marketing, which is equivalent to a PhD in marketing. So all these things helped me to get into teaching side of it. So I used to do a lot of part-time lecturing and teaching in various organizations. In the year 2000, I had one of my students who had gone to UK. He came back and he, in fact, suggested, sir, why not you send students to UK where we can, help them to get admission in different universities, and I can have accommodation and part-time job help can be done because I have studied there and I've come back. So he, along with me, we started the student guidance counseling business. Still, my other two partners are running it. It's called IMTP, and guiding students to go abroad for higher education. This we started, and we guided many students, not only to UK. It starts from identifying the university, helping them to clear IELTS, guiding them to get admission, sometimes scholarships, and helping them to find halls of residence, that is accommodation for them at cheaper cost, and helping them to get part-time jobs. And of course, on completion, they get what is called PWS, post-work study. They go on to work and even settle down there. Now, this kind of things I've done for many, many students, where we don't charge the students. We get paid by the university. So university pays us commission, and there are some universities which also give concession and scholarship based on our assessment of candidates for different courses. They could be doing now the biggest, hottest thing is artificial intelligence, data science. So we used to have computer science. We used to have people in management. We used to have people in, various science subjects. So biomedical, bioinformatics, biotechnology. So what happened is, as we went along, I also started getting specialized. Because I was doing this counseling, I came across another friend of mine who had come down from US. In fact, recently he passed away. He actually told me that, when you're doing counseling, you would be able to do a lot of guidance to students if you can have psychometric test. It's called psychoprofiling. Based on the interest, aptitude, and talent of each individual, because each individual is different. See, we have more than 7 billion people living on this earth, and not a single, their thumb impression is the same. So every individual is uniquely created by the creator, whoever God you believe in. So that uniqueness in that person has a different talent. So he or she might have some extraordinary qualities, some interest level which will be different. See, somebody will be very good at art, somebody will be very good at music, somebody will be very good at painting. So you don't need to have careers defined like one box structure: engineering, medicine, law, chartered accountancy. These are things that shackles were broken when we started doing psychometric tests. This was way back in 2000. Now, of course, it's a big thing. In 2000, we used to guide students based on a professional model where they will answer a set of questions. Now it is available online. There are many organizations which do it. Even you can do a Google and find psychometric test, and you can do an online test. But then the counseling is the difference. So counseling requires, like how you meet a doctor. The doctor touches you, feels you, and gives you the medicine. We all know in Tamil they say Kairasiana doctor, which means somebody who, without even prescribing medicine, just the touch and feel will make you feel so comfortable that disease will go away. Most of the diseases are psychosomatic. Same way, individuals require a proper guidance. Like how a mother, after the child comes out of the womb, just the smell of the mother, just the feel of the mother, just the touch of the mother, the child would know that the mother is around. Because the counseling and guidance is a very important aspect. Today, with so much of information available on the internet, you can say a lot of things, but there's so much of confusion also. People don't know what to do. So when you have a one-to-one counseling, even though, even this program is online and I'm sitting somewhere, Crystal is in Hyderabad and viewers are all over the world, but nothing like one-to-one counseling. So we used to do what was known as career counseling and coaching. Now this requires, like how you have a personal trainer in a gym. See, you go to the gym, you do most of the specialized, whether it is actors or models or even sports people, they have, even our own cricket team has a full-time trainer. Now he knows this body can take this much, this muscle can take this much stress. So they have a lot of personalized attention. Same way, counseling is a very personal thing. Though online portals are available, online information is available, but nothing like sitting across and getting to know. And that is a very important aspect of life. When you're in 12th standard, see, we do it in 3 levels. One is called, at the 10th, they have to choose which course or which group they have to take. Because science, arts, commerce, so many options are there. After 12th, so many options are there in engineering. We all know, do people go into some course but end up in IT job? Because there was a big demand in 2005, 2000 till 2010. 2005 to 2010, you would have known BA history, but he'll be in doing an IT job. He would have done BA psychology and he would have been in IT job. So everybody, Tom, Dick and Harry, because there was a big demand. There was a rush. It's called a sheep mentality. When there is one sheep going, the shepherd will go, everything will follow. Now, that is, maybe they would have made money, but inside of them, they are not happy. Today, even in the film field, even in the sports field, people have done medicine and they've quit that and they've gone into modeling, or they've gone into fashion designing, or they've gone into acting. No, we have many examples. One is Maniratnam, who's a MBA. He went on to do filmmaking, which is not his core thing. So, after having finished from IIM, why would somebody go and do? Now you have so many examples. So the core important thing is guiding people. Now this can happen in the second stage. The third stage is after employment. Also, people are confused because they've taken up a job. They're married, they've taken loan, they've got, housing loan, car loan, this loan, that loan. So they are little scared. They are worried. Should I quit the job? As somebody who has been a living example, I quit my job when my wife was in the family way. The baby was born in 98. That's my daughter, who's now married and who already has a kid. She was born in 98, April 3rd. Whereas I quit my job in 97. August. Now, it is a very crucial stage. Imagine. So, this can happen. So, with my live experience and many examples, we used to guide for what to do so that what will make you happy. See, it might look that I'm just going on lecturing. I would allow Crystal to ask the second question so that I could go up to answer what is expected from this program.
Yes, so you are explaining it so well. You're sharing it so well. So I'm like very listening to you very attentively. That's really very nice the way you're sharing. Do continue sharing. So towards the end, I will ask you questions. I mean, you're
Okay.
answering all. I mean, everything is within that you're already answering. That's really nice.
Thank you. Thank you. So the career counseling and guidance, what I'm talking about is it's not just a counseling for students. What job or what course to do, what is the right fit for me. See, something that might fit you because of your liking. See, one has to, if you take up a job or a profession which you love, which you like the most, you won't feel like working. You at no point of time you think, because as she mentioned, 16 hours a day. Just ask ARM, it will work 24 hours a day. Because he's passionate about what he's doing. When he gets into the recording room, he doesn't even know that it's day or night. They just work. So, choosing the right career, choosing the right job is a very important aspect in one's life. Yes, somebody decides about career, change of career, even at the age of 30, 40, 50, 60. We all know KFC was started by a man who was 60 plus, and then he went on to create a history. So there are many examples like that, even in sports, film industry. So we had many people who have been successful. The moment they decide that they have not got the right career, they don't give their best. Whereas if somebody can guide them, see, again, as I am telling you, we are just like personal trainers. See, it's Hrithik Roshan, who is a Greek god figure that he has. But then imagine he also runs a chain of gyms today. There are many personal trainers who guide these people. So including all the sports people. So they also have psychologists. See, you must be knowing even a team like India, the cricket team, the football team, they have a psychologist. So they guide how you take care of your body. Your mind also requires training, guidance, counseling, support. Now, this is where the role of counselors come. Now, we as specialists help you. It's not necessary. You all must be knowing today there are so many IAS institutes. You go and see the IAS institutes, most of them who are coaching for IAS, they would have attempted, they might not have cleared, but they have many people who get trained and they go on to become IAS officers. The same thing happens with IIT coaching. Same thing happens with NEET coaching. So my personal suggestion to all of you is, please take a decision with regard to your career where you choose a profession which you love the most. You won't ever think, I am working. In spite of all the challenges, the difficulties, see, people can blame climate, people can see, now as you know, most of North India has roads flooded. So I cannot reach office, I'm having this problem, that problem. But still, there are many people who go on and do their things in spite of all this. Now, we have learned, particularly your generation or our generation have come across COVID. Nobody has ever seen the whole world coming to a standstill. But we all saw, and in spite of those challenges, we all overcame. Yes, we lost some of our dear ones, but then we have fought and survived. In fact, there are many areas where the pent-up demand, they say, the growth has really increased. And many new things have been found. Many new careers are there today. I would strongly advise people to take up, with the invention of computer, people thought jobs will go away. We all know during 2K, there was a big, talk. The media was saying, no, once 2000 happens, all the computers will crash. This will happen, that will happen, jobs will go away, and human beings will not be having jobs. Now, what happened? Nothing happened. Same way today, artificial intelligence and data science is being spoken about. Don't get too much worried. Yes, human beings cannot be replaced by machines at no point of time. But yes, you need to update yourself. See, there was a typewriter, there was a computer. Today, the smartphone has replaced so many things. You don't need a camera, you don't need a phone, you don't need a computer, you don't need, everything is there in your palm. You're holding it. All the information worldwide is available. In spite of that, you still have to go out and eat. You still have to go out and do things yourself. You can't just be like a machine. It will not just come and fall on you. Now, for example, somebody has to take you, or you have to go and make the food and eat for you to have that energy. Or somebody must bring it and give it to you. You must swallow it. That is your job. You need to do things yourself if you want to lead a happier, peaceful life. End of the day, we came naked to this world. We are going to go almost, maybe you will have a piece of cloth on you. Otherwise, you are not going to take anything from this world. So during this journey from birth to death, yes, there is one faculty that you are provided, is called mind. Now, whatever you conceive and believe, you can achieve. Now, it might sound very, very, all these theories are, I've heard so many, but, you don't know today the setbacks and the problems and the difficulties and the challenges I'm facing. You have to go through it to understand it's not that easy. Now, please remember, guys, just your smartphone has all the answers. Just Google and see. There are people with multiple disabilities who are going on and achieving great things in life. You are much more capable of doing whatever you even have imagined. You can do much more than that. Because today opportunities are plenty. At the same time, you must remember, don't ever go on giving one big disease that attacks all of us. It's called excusitis. Giving excuses. I look for a reason. I look for blaming others. Now it started not because you and me learned it while studying. When you and me started walking, our parents, our grandma, our mother taught us. We started walking for the first time. We fell down. And we started crying. The grandma or the mother who came, she lifted and made us, she hit the floor with her hand. And she said, this was the reason so you did not do a mistake. So immediately the moment she hit the floor, that time I learned I have to find something else to blame for me to stop crying. So it was not my mistake that I fell down. It was the floor's mistake. And because of that only, I started crying. So I stopped crying and I said, yes, the floor is the reason. Now, from that day, we learned to find something else as a reason for us. Yes, it is natural to fall. It's okay. Come, start walking. Try. We tried, whether it was cycling or swimming or jumping or any activity that you learned. You fell down, you got up, you tried again, you fell down, you made mistakes. Like that, life, you will make mistakes. So don't get worried. Don't get upset. Don't ever give excuses. Yes, I am fat because of my, hereditary, DNA, my reason for whatever I am. But touch wood, why I'm saying this, again, I want to give you a live example. I'm 59 years old. As I mentioned, 19 June 1965 is my date of birth. I've given blood 66 times. Last week, I was a chief guest in Apollo Hospitals for the World Blood Donation Day. There are some of the photographs, and you can even see on Facebook and this thing on my page. See, the moment somebody sees, oh, this guy must be having a lot of health issues, touch wood, by God's grace, I would have had only a very, very few injections in my body, probably for vaccination. I don't take medicines. I don't take injections. I don't go to the doctor just like that. Yes, there could be some major reason if I have to. Yes, there are many people who have had issues during in fact, the last 4 months, I have not given blood because there was a tooth extraction. I'm 59 years old. I hope to give 100 times before. So that's my target with regard to blood donation. So being healthy and being thin, being fat is not the thing. Being healthy is important. So are you healthy? Now, I'm 59. I don't wear spectacles till today. I don't have any health issue with regard to. So what I'm trying to say is, please remember, you are responsible for your life. Take charge of your life. First, take total responsibility, saying that whatever happens to me, yes, I might be lazy. I might blame my horoscope. I might blame my stars. I might blame the climate outside. I might blame my wife. I might blame my in-laws. I might blame my sister. I might blame my neighbor. I might blame my religion. I might blame my caste. Just look at any of you. Every one of you would have any of these as reasons. Please, these are things which you have created. Nobody came and told you you have to blame. It was you who has started accepting. Yes, there are people who will say, no, as per palmistry, your lines are like this. So because there are people who don't have hands, they are also achieving many things. So they don't have a palm at all. Where is the question of palmistry? So I'm not saying don't believe in horoscope. I'm not saying don't believe in stars. Believe in all the religious things that you have been groomed, or you have been, the belief systems that you have been taught. But please also accept the fact that there is no one like you in this world. There is no one like you who has ever been created. There won't be anyone like you also in the future. Even if you are a twin of someone, you will have a different taste. Your thinking is different. Your belief systems is something that you have learned. Your environment has taught. Your parents have taught. But if you choose to, yes, I am quoting a very famous author who says, just decide today. Decide that you will not remember anything that has happened in your life till today. Start afresh. You don't know your name. You don't know which religion you belong to. You don't know which country you belong to. You don't know what past experiences you have had. You don't even know that you are married, you are having a kid, you are having this, you are having that. Just start all over again and start walking. Go into oblivion. Just do things what you want to do. Please remember, in about 6 months, you will realize that's a new life altogether. There are many films that have shown this, where somebody is a big dada and he comes and becomes an auto driver in Chennai and starts living life. Though nobody knows his past, until somebody realizes. That's a famous Basha film of Rajnikant. Now, it's not that it's a joke, it's a film. It's a real thing in life, my dear friends. You can start today. You can start fresh. There's no need to think that this is the cause, this is the reason for me to be like this. I am like this because of, just remove that. Start living the life you want. You want to follow a particular belief system, a particular religion, start doing it. Nobody is going to stop you. See, it's all man created. No, there was nothing like these things. These are stories, or whether it is true, or whether there is karma, or whether there is something that is as per your horoscope, as per your time, this will happen. Please remember, people have broken all these myths in the past. And you will also be able to break. Even at the age of 60, people have started, and they've started. See, we all get to know this WhatsApp University gives so much information you're flooded with. Even at 80 plus, people are having children. People have started new life. So what area are you wanting to do, you choose. You want to be a musician? Start at the age of 60, nothing wrong. I know somebody who has learned Mridangam at the age of 60 and he went on to play and he's playing in various concerts, kacheris and all that. So at any age you can start. Yes, there are responsibilities. So, sir, you say all this, it's all fine. But, I am married, I have children, I have this loan to do, I have this settlement to do. I can't just run away like that. Yes, this is one big thing we all have. We all think the whole world is on my shoulders. I only run this family. It is because of me this world exists. Please remember, John F. Kennedy died, Indira Gandhi died, Nelson Mandela died. Nothing happened to this world. This world went on and it went on to be better. You are nobody compared to them. You are an insignificant statistical number. I'm making this strong statement. Insignificant statistical number. Why am I saying this? Do you know how many insects are dying? Do you know how many flies are dying? Do you keep track of how many buffaloes exist and how many die? How many bulls are dying? We don't keep track, but we keep track when Ravishankar dies because we have given that person a name. You are just another insignificant statistical number like the buffalo or the goat. The difference is, if you have made a mark for yourself, your name remains. Maybe for about 6 months to 1 year to 6 years, your photograph will be hung on the home where you lived. Probably your children, if they have respect for you. Then after 20 years, nothing will happen. Nobody will even know. Initially, your friends will say, oh, he was there, he was like this, he was like that. After 3 years, your anniversary also will be forgotten. And maybe after 10, 15 years, they won't even remember. Yes, in some Hindu families, they have this, they habit of naming the grandfather, the grandson with the same name. So they might remember your name. Otherwise, your photos also will not exist. So please remember, this is going to be a fact for everybody, whether you're born in America or you're born in New Zealand or you're born in some small village in Maharashtra. You must make a mark for yourself is not because of what you earned, but what good deeds did you do to this? How many individuals have you inspired with your activities, with your day-to-day life? Now, this can make a difference. You can go out and help somebody to cross the street. See, take a vow every day. Let this world be a better place because I was born here. Let me make today an important day by making one person smile. That person could be, sitting on the pavement. You don't need to go and help him. Please remember, if you can go and stand next to the guy who's sitting on the pavement and ask him, how are you doing? What's your name? Just ask him, what's your name? He'll be so thrilled because he'll be treated as a beggar. Nobody even asks him that question. If you can go and ask him, what's your name? What are you doing? Oh, he'll say, he'll think as though God has come to him. Because people, see, ask this, the person who is, if you go to a temple, you ask that guy, the pujari, what's your name? Nobody asks him that question. He's just being taught as somebody, who just goes and like a machine, he goes, puts money. How's your children? Where are you living? Where do you belong to? All these questions, smile to the person, bow to the person who doesn't expect you to bow. If you bow to, Japanese have this wonderful culture, if you see, right from childhood. The school children there are not taught classroom theory on the board. They are made to clean the toilets. You won't believe, by the time they are fifth standard, they will mop the floor, they will clean the entire school premises, they will clean the toilets. Now, these are things that comes as a habit. If you ever see a Japanese, wherever you go, even recently you must have seen in the football that happened in Qatar. After the football match, they cleaned the entire stadium, which was all people who threw away all the things that they used. Japanese went around and, few Japanese guys were cleaning it up. So cleanliness is godliness. Can you keep your mind inspired? How do you inspire yourself? Please give yourself a task, not just mugging up something, making some money in the stock market or doing some activity which gives you a job. So are you able to give peace and happiness to yourself and being at ease? If you're always disturbed, you must have, you see today's generation, they keep a remote and every second they keep changing the, channel. They're so restless. Can you stay away from your mobile for 1 hour during the day? Not in the night. Night, of course, all of us while sleeping will. Can you keep your mobile away and just sit silently? Can you? That is a sign of you being peaceful. Yes, there are things, why we always think, before mobile existed, man existed. Even today, there are many gurus and programs which are conducted where they say, leave your mobile and come inside the program. After the program only, you can touch the mobile. There are some companies who have followed this policy, particularly in the manufacturing sector. I know many TBS companies have this, the guys, because by mistake, if they do something and their hand could get cut because they are in the, factory where if they their attention is diverted, they could make a big mistake which could cause major accidents. So they'll keep mobile away. I'm talking about being at home. You have the choice to see, but you still stay away from it. Now that's something that can help. I definitely wish each one of you to choose the right career through a proper counseling guide. So don't think counselors are meant for somebody who's mentally imbalanced or somebody who is going through a depression or somebody who's having some relationship issues. That's a different kind of counseling. Yes, that's also counseling. I'm not saying that. But the important aspect is you need to be guided. So guidance at the stage of school or college is choosing the course. Guidance when you come out of college or school is for a career. Guidance for relationship. Guidance at a later date. Many people go to a spiritual guru for what? They have all the money. But they look for peace. They know. You must have seen, the WhatsApp University sends you so much of content these days, these reels and shorts where people go and interview somebody who's 80 years old or 60 years old or 90 years old. What made you, what is your advice? Don't run after material things. Happiness is beyond all this. All this you will hear. But to experience, you don't need to become 90 to do that. You can be at 40 also, you can understand that and start living life. Take every day as it comes. Every day is a blessing. There are many people who don't wake up. God has given you this wonderful day. Make this meaningful. Make this count, not just for yourself, to many people around you. Yes, madam, you have given me a complete long rope to just go on, so I'll keep going on probably. Now I want you to ask any questions that you might have.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us. It was really a beautiful talk that you've shared. You shared all the wonderful experiences you've had and how your journey as a professional till date, you have evolved as a wonderful human being. And your only goal in life is like to empower people, no matter what age they are. You've spoken for senior citizens as well, how to overcome and break the barriers of being stuck up in their place, to come out of the shell, to experience, this beautiful gift called as life. You've explained that very well.
Thank you.
Thank you. My dear friends, with this we come to an end to the International Fabtalks for today. We had a wonderful session with Sir, getting to know about life and of course our professional zone as well, as to which profession could suit you with regard to the psychometric assessment tests that could go on, how counselors are very important in life, how you could also try to be an entrepreneur, but of course you should be ready to take up the risks, how parents should be responsible towards their children, and many more topics were discussed today. We thank sir for all the things that you've shared, your expertise, your sincere suggestions, and all of it. Romba Romba Nandri, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My dear friends, we promise to bring sir once again on the platform to share more and to empower us in the right way. If you like what the International Fabtalk team is doing, let me repeat that. If you like what the International Fabtalk team is doing, stay connected with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to the International Fabtalks. Don't forget to share this video with the right kind of people. There must be somebody out there who would want to hear all of it and transform their lives. Transformation is the key to success. Stay blessed and stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.